You're listening to the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast.
What is up, everybody? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, The Hakamadi and we are checking out our Attitude Years Season 2. We've covered all of 1999, all of 98, and December 97. You can check that out all in the archives. And today we are covering WWF SmackDown from October 7th, 1999. I think I had turned 5 at this point. They were live in Long Island, New York. And we kick off SmackDown with a tag team match, Kane and X-Pac versus Viscera and Mideon. Decent tag match. Kane calls for a tag. X-Pac doesn't tag in Kane. But Kane ends up tagging himself in, hits a dropkick to Viscera, and lands a choke slam to Mideon. X-Pac and Kane get the win. After the match, X-Pac is pissed that Kane tagged himself in. But the Acolytes attack both Kane and X-Pac and lay them out. Kane and X-Pac need to stop arguing with each other and work together because they will be facing Bradshaw and Farouk at No Mercy, but they'll also be fighting each other. The Rock gives their promo talking shit about the British Bulldog and Val Venis. We then see a room that has a sign that says poisonous snakes, and it's not Vince's penis. Mankind challenges the Bulldog to a match tonight. And we have the Road Dogg, one half of the tag team champions with Mr. Ass, taking on Hardcore Holly with Crash. These two teams will meet at No Mercy. Hardcore gets the win after Mr. Ass attacks Crash Holly for trying to interfere. That distracts Road Dogg, allowing Holly to hit a delayed suplex. Hardcore Holly defeats the Road Dogg. After the New Age Outlaws attack the Hollies, and the tag team champions leave SmackDown with their heads. We see Mark Henry in his sex therapy again. He tells his therapist that he had sex with his sister a day before yesterday. I don't know why they're doing this. I don't know how this is helping.
What's wrong with that?
Well, he's a former Olympian.
Oh.
So strange stuff happening here on SmackDown. WWF Intercontinental Champion Jeff Jarrett gets in a mud pit, and he says that Miss Kitty will be involved in a match tonight, and you win by ripping off the loser's top. If you want to get back on my good side, you better not back out. So Jeff Jarrett trying to humiliate Miss Kitty, putting her in a mud match. Mankind attacks the British Bulldog backstage. Oh. Well, I don't know if it was whipped cream for us. Snakes are seen in the room backstage. We're still not Vince's penis. We're not sure who has the snakes back there. We get our next here, our third Terry Invitational tag match, the Texas Tornado match. Edge and Christian taking on the New Brood here. And if Edge and Christian win this one, they get Terry's services. A lot of great action here.
Which we know what they do.
Yeah. Jeff Hardy jumps off the railing onto Christian on the floor. Edge spears Jeff Hardy and gets a 2 count. But Jeff ends up hitting Christian with a Swanton Bomb. And the New Brood get the victory. So now it's 2 against 1. And these two teams will meet up again on Raw's War. Val Venis plays with Rocco backstage. Obviously, this is going to upset Mankind. Jeff Jarrett comes out in a coat and waders. He introduces Miss Kitty, and he brings out the WWF Women's Champion, Ivory. Ivory comes out wearing bra and panties, and Jarrett pushes Ivory into the mud pit. And we now know Kitty's going to fight Ivory. Ivory gets the win by taking off Kitty's bra. And obviously, Kitty is holding her boobs so they're not exposed. After Jarrett tosses Mae Young and the fabulous Moolah in the mud pit as well, Chyna sits down behind Jarrett and kicks him in the mud pit. Mae and Moolah attack Jarrett, and Jarrett is pissed. Chyna getting back at Jarrett for laying her out with that coffee urn last week on Raw. Shane McMahon's backstage. He gets interviewed about the attack on Stephanie, and he has no comment on it. We have the British Bulldog taking on Mankind next. Mankind gets attacked. He gets slammed into the steps. Mankind has Mr. Sacco, but Bulldog pushes the referee into Mankind. Bulldog tosses Mankind onto the floor and rams Mankind in the face with steel steps. And the two men fight in the crowd. The match is drawn out in a no contest. We then see footage again of Stone Cold Steve Austin and Jim Ross on the hunting trip. Austin shoots at pictures of Triple H, and Austin says he is going to get payback on Triple H at No Mercy. We then see Triple H backstage. He opens all of the snake cages. We don't know what he's doing or why he's doing this. Michael Cole announces that Droz got severely injured. He is paralyzed after a match with D'Lo Brown. The Big Show is taking on the Big Boss Man, and the Big Boss Man attacks the Big Show with a nice stick shot many times. After he continues his attack on Big Show with his nice stick, but the Big Show chokeslams Big Boss Man. Big Show right now is playing the role of his dad is dying of cancer, and they just have Prince Albert attacking him, and now the Big Boss Man. So I'm confused as to where they're going with the Big Show here. Triple H is then in the room with Snakes. He apologizes to JR for the attack. He goes, "I'm a good trapper myself. I'm not afraid of snakes. At No Mercy, I'm going to show you." Triple H grabs a snake and puts it in a bag. All that rattling is smoke screen. He's scared. I'm going to finish what I should have started. And then Triple H hits the snake, killing him with a sledgehammer. And then Triple H comes out with a bloody bag. And he says, "If you think this rattlesnake looks bad, wait till you see that one. Stone Cold Steve Austin, you too will be going back to Texas in a body bag." Hard threat there by Triple H. This was a cool moment. It did look like a cool visual. And Austin's not there to do anything. We have our main event, a special no DQ match, Val Venis and The Rock. Before the match, Val Venis and the Bulldog attack Mankind backstage. Rock spits Gatorade in Val's face. This actually was a very good match between the two. Val hits a power slam. Mankind comes out and he accidentally hits The Rock with a steel chair. Mankind applies Mr. Socko on Val, but Val hits a low blow. This leads The Rock to the rock bottom on both Mankind and Val, and The Rock gets a victory after The Rock and Mankind argue, and this ends this edition of SmackDown. Good stuff. Not a lot happening here on this episode. Just a way to get us closer to No Mercy, which we'll be covering in a couple of days. We have another episode of Raw's War, another episode of SmackDown, and then we are at No Mercy. So until next time, stay safe and stay uncensored.